Hi there, and welcome to Celeb Hut. Incidentally, Beyoncé isn't what we as a whole suspected she was, and Diddy has a ton to do with it. Sit down and take a full breath, since you're in for a fascinating ride. Currently, Katt and Beyonce have been the closest of companions. Katt has tossed conceal at Sovereign Strait multiple times, asserting she wasn't the mastermind behind her own prosperity, and in any event, proposing groups utilized naughty strategies to disrupt the vocations of different females. Carter is more regrettable, he's more astute, he's patient, he's not messy. He recently put and arranged individuals, he calls companions, and he venturing to the side while they get hit by the G. Yet, of late, Katt locales have been set on Diddy. He's blamed Diddy for abusing individuals in the business involving his power for individual addition, and surprisingly, a few other hazier things we as a whole have some familiarity with in the midst of these allegations. Katt dropped one more stunner. He professed to have a film from a party that would uncover reality with regards to Bon and Diddy's relationship now. Beyoncé and Diddy go way back. They initially met when Beyoncé was as yet a teen, simply beginning with Predetermination's kid. Did he have any idea about how he has an eye for the rising stars, and he had an eye for Beyoncé too? These two teamed up on a couple of hits, and surprisingly, Fate's Kid at last, when free groups generally recognized Diddy's effect on her profession, yet as it is regular with Diddy doesn't assist, he looks for something way more obscure and returns. So, what precisely is in this strange film, as per Katt shows a party that appears to be one of Diddy's renowned slams, or would it be advisable for us? We express in the recording that there are many individuals, there's a quality of eliteness, and things appear to be getting a little insane. Hassan unequivocally got out whatever occurs in the video, yet his suggestions are clear. It should be some sort of implicating proof that Beyoncé and Diddy currently have the BCE, and Diddy relationship is an intriguing one that originally crossed paths in the late 1990s. As they were both rising stars in the music business in 2004, their expert association was cemented with the tune. Mid-year on Denny's Collection Press Play, this joint effort displayed their melodic similarity with Bon's vocals commending Diddy's creation. Melodic verses say that he was a virtuoso. You're the one that resembles him, so what do you expect from the person caring for him? Pace this track. Diddy has openly recognized Beyoncé's ability and hard-working attitude, cementing a common regard inside the business. This is the point at which we saw the two at significant VIP occasions. Their participation at these high-profile occasions, gatherings, and pledge drives set out various open doors for a greater opportunity of Diddy and boycotts are learning each other's ways. Even Diddy's yearly white celebrating, and for drawing in top-notch VIPs, has seen boycotts and Jay-Z in participation further setting their social associations. It was then, after all, that we saw Beyoncé and Jay-Z going to Diddy's 50th birthday celebration party. And kid, are we even sufficient for Pete? And he Leah. Ves you? What does that mean? The item was no I don't, and I don't uphold you. Do you remember the Kim K and Justin Bieber occurrences? Well, we saw Kim K trailing behind Di's way of behaving, attempting to connect with herself personally. Here's where things get intriguing. See a similar case for Beyoncé and how well all that Katt Williams is expressing comes after a few pretty intriguing subtleties. Katt Williams has, as of late, dropped another sensational interview, promising to uncover the genuine limits considerably further. Trust us. This was much more upsetting than his unmistakable mix of humor and debate. Williams makes a plunge into the cloudy waters of force impact and the penances requested on the way to superstardom, all from the perspective of Bon's famous meeting kicks, which is not quite right with a focal subject of possible disengagement between Beyoncé and Beyoncé. Cautiously, just to see an alternate result like you were saying it's not this VIP since we were never created public picture and her supposed in-the-background strategies. Williams portrays a craftsman who uses huge power, possibly using it to control the music business scene in her Macker 1. Think about who does this and also surmise, right? Did he have any idea that this is an alternate picture from what Beyoncé develops is an image of strengthening female fortitude and a steady, hard-working attitude, yet that isn't even the fascinating part. The most unstable case revolves around what Williams calls Beyonce's craftsman disposal techniques. He recommends that her impact and Diddy's stretch out a long way past advancing her own music through essential promotion that covers the wireless transmissions, painstakingly coordinated climb machines, and the enduring dedication of the Bay Hurl. Williams said that boycotts has the ability to basically clear out contenders standby quite a while to check whether he would grow a heart, and the more medications he siphons down his better half's throat to keep in vision a reality where a craftsman achievement comes at the expense of penling the voices of others before they even have an opportunity to sprout. Well, you don't need to envision it or live in it. Yet Williams doesn't actually stop there, uncovered much more profound. Mysteries indicate, in a more obscure side to skip this supposed impact he uncovered, that she used her ability to get taken. Sounds and thoughts basically receiving the benefits of others. Innovativeness, while sidelining the first makers of this allegation, challenges the actual underpinning of Bond's creative legitimacy on the off chance that Genuine brings up disturbing issues about the validness of her accomplishments. Is she the independent symbol her fans revere, or is there a more obscure propensity to her ascent at T? Oh, the top they even purportedly had freak off together, and did more frightful things that could get them dropped. Yet after Diddy got uncovered by Cassie and his other informers, Jay-Z unexpectedly began to reduce most, if not all, connection with Diddy, and imagine like Diddy didn't exist. Maybe the most hair-raising and honestly least tenable case is the one that wanders into the IRS hypothesis domain Black Magic Association. Williams further indicates a mysterious component behind groups. This superfluous detail messes up the whole story. Now this is valid. You don't need to work with it if, on the off chance that you take a gander at Beyoncé's life, it isn't so spotless to be straightforward. Well, this isn't whenever Meance first confronted allegations or wound up trapped in contention. Katt Williams' disclosures come especially after the odd episode that elaborated on fans' previous drummer, Kimberly Thompson, in 2018. Thompson recorded a limiting request against the hotshot, blaming her for exposing her to a 7-year rule of, "I didn't mean it like that. I mean wedded her since she was 1. Now he didn't realize he comprehended that he needed that, he courted that. That is what he turned these allegations anyway, went past the universe of the reasonable Thompson, claimed that Beyoncé utilized dull wizardry and outrageous black magic. And surprisingly, enchantment spells and cozy attacks to pester her, combined with the allegation of killing Thompson's pet cat, illustrated a jumpy, "The world is energized by freakish cases." An appointed authority obviously denied the solicitation for a limiting request. Okay, they ought to call me. Definitely, they ought to call me. Sean Carter is more terrible. He's more brilliant. He's been patient for considerably longer. As of late in 2023, the music business saw a case where, while not straightforwardly embroiling groups, the unavoidable issue of provocation led Lizzo, a famous artist, to confront allegations of badgering and advancement in a poisonous workplace by 3 sponsorship artists. Curiously, in the center of this discussion, B freely proclaimed her affection for Lizzo, not the strong lady she shows. Don't you think maybe the most diligent and ostensibly most abnormal debate encompassing groups includes paranoid fears? She, along with her better half, Jay-Z, has been repetitive. Objective, enlightening fear inspired notions that weave stories of mystery, social orders, dim ceremonies, and secret plans are evidently controlling the world. All of us are sufficiently shrewd to draw an obvious conclusion here. Consider it. This is tenacious, with nearly everybody saying it. Even the larger names in the business have conceded this. We have likewise seen claims made by us without power being excused, so immediately he has done stuff and we can be generally certain of it, yet he's actually something else. What are we responding to? You're the one who set him in a position where he assumed he was God and could call himself Yeel, And you're the one who let a person know that Beyoncé 2.0 might have done this, yet you can think about how it finished. Yes, every one of the cases of black magic and provocation by Bond's ex-drummer were excused by an adjudicator, and the enlightened paranoid fears were supposed to be unadulterated fiction. It appears that these individuals are unapproachable as of now, yet even boycotts have sometimes stumbled on this excursion of keeping a spotless picture. There have been a few pretty intriguing subtleties when Diddy and B hang out around one another, which shouts close associations significantly harder throughout the long term. Pieces of their collaborations have filled theory and tattle frequently, leaving more inquiries. He's not messy. This has been arranging individuals he calls companions and venturing into the side why they G. Then, at that point, Answer's sharp spectators have noticed intriguing nonverbal communication between Diddy and Beyoncé on different occasions. Photographs catch minutes where they appear to be participating in quiet discussions frequently, while Jay-Z stands close by with a more saved pose, has started understandings of the secret association. A murmur of an option that could be more profound than an easygoing fellowship in the middle of this is a fascinating Dita story. Jay-Z has recently communicated his inclinations in regards to how different men are, especially how he cooperates with B. Knowing this, maybe this position can be deciphered as a demonstration of honor for his significant other's limits, as they believe that we should see them. Or it could be that Jay-Z knows a few dim things, and he was awkward seeing Diddy around his lady. Subscribe Celeb Hut for more videos.